come with me and make as much money as your managers, or you can go back to serving coffee. It's up to you. Blessings upon blessings, family. That was a decision that I needed to make over 10 years ago. I remember it like yesterday. I was brand new to Canada. It was the summer of 2009, and at the time I had this good job serving coffee. I had a stable income that was providing for me at the time, and I could have also looked forward to this consistency of getting paid just about the same amount every 2 weeks. I was comfortable in that job, but at the same time I knew that I wanted something better for myself. And with just having that seed alone, I think the universe planted this opportunity for me. I had just came home from work. It was around like 6 p.m. in the evening, and my neighbor, who had this landscaping business, he approached me and said, "Hey Corey, I just got my business up and running, and I want you to come work with me. Right now as it is, I got this project, and it's about 3 weeks of work guaranteed. I can guarantee you working for 3 weeks," and he also shared like the pay information with me. But on the flip side, after 3 weeks, he cannot guarantee me work. If we do not get any additional work after that phase, I would be out of a job, and I'd probably have to look for another job. So he told me all of this here, and I was thinking, wow, I gotta be crazy to take an opportunity like this. I do not even have a guarantee, and right now as it is, I'm getting paid every 2 weeks, and I know that for sure. But that's when he said this famous line to me that I would never forget, ever. He said, "Corey, you can come with me and make as much money as your managers, or you can go back to serving coffee tomorrow morning. It's up to you." And the way how he put it in such a candid, direct way, it hit me. It hit me deep, because I knew that I was asking for something better. I knew that I was looking forward to a better future. And could this have been the way that, the universe, God, is sending me an answer? And, I told him, "Man, I don't know. I'll need some time to think about it. Can you give me a few days?" He's like, "Hey, Corey, I'm getting started tomorrow. I'll give you up to 8 o'clock tonight. And if that's the case, make a decision. I'll be picking you up at 5 a.m. tomorrow morning." I was like, wow. I'm like, okay, all right, let me think about it. And on my way home, I was walking, thinking about it. And this line just kept playing in my mind. "Come with me and make as much money as your manager, or go back to serving coffee." I knew that I wanted something better for myself. I knew that. But the way this opportunity presented itself, and with the guarantees or the lack thereof that it came with, I was so hesitant about taking this step. But nevertheless, family, I took that step. I reported back to him just before 8 o'clock, letting him know that I'm good to work with you, and we get started tomorrow. I ended up reporting to my previous job that I got an emergency, can't make it in. They're actually still waiting on me to call back in, probably to fire me, but they're gonna be waiting for a while. But nevertheless, I got started working with my neighbor. We didn't work for 3 weeks like he promised. We actually worked for 6 weeks, and after that 6 weeks mark, we didn't get any other jobs or any other opportunities. So that meant I needed to find a new job. I ended up, spending the next 2 weeks job searching, and that led to me achieving a better job, a much better job than the previous 2 jobs. Everything that happened in between then led me to getting a much better job. And the reason why I share this story is because we are constantly presented with opportunities. We are constantly presented with different scenarios that might seem like a risk that's not worth it. But what I've learned from that experience is that if this risk takes you in the direction that you ultimately want for yourself, if this risk resonates with the voice that's in your mind, telling you that I want more for you, telling you that, we need a better future, we need to build a better future, I would say deeply consider that risk. Because that risk, that scenario and story that I told you about, it led to so many other gates and doors opening up for me. And it's also allowed me to be comfortable taking a risk. It's allowed me to weigh these risks and make an informed decision so that, one thing can lead to another. Because the reality is that we many times get so comfortable with the known. The known is predictable, and the known also requires no changes. You can just be you and not have to adapt. But on the flip side, from my experiences, the unknown is where the magic is. The unknown is what leads to the synchronicities and the alignment to get you to that thing that's leading to what you deeply want. So if there's anyone out there that's considering your options, if there's anyone out there that might be playing the safe game because the safe is known and the safe leads to the same future, think about what you truly want for yourself. Think about what the long game looks like. And if this risk align in some tiny way with your long-term goals, deeply consider it. Because within that risk is where your next opportunity is. Blessings upon blessings, family.